When pruning a tree, we inspect the tree from different angles. We are looking for cross branches to remove. We are examining the growth of individual limbs and considering the future growth of the tree. We are deciding which limbs should possibly be removed. We are looking for limbs that are spaced closer than 12 inches on the trunk. We are looking for split Y limbs. When you prune, you are stimulating directional growth. Here the limbs are too close and one has to be removed. We need to remove the weight of the limb to prevent tearing of the trunk. For longer limbs, we make the first cut some distance from the point of attachment to reduce the weight of the limb. On final cuts, we look for the collar. Cut under the underside of the limb about 12 inches away from the trunk. Cut about halfway through the limb, but stop before the saw binds. On the second cut, cut outside the first cut on the upper side of the limb. Cut until the limb is severed or breaks away. Now for the final cut, cut outside the branch collar. This is where the tree heals itself. Cutting too far away leaves a stub that will not heal and will be open wound for disease. Cutting too close removes branch collar tissue and the wound will not heal. The cut should be as close as possible to 90 degrees from the angle of the branch growth to leave the least amount of open wound. An unseen cut can miss the collar. Redo until correct. Sometimes you have to prune the same limb again to be close to the collar. Here we have a wound healing properly. Here is a picture of a healed collar. No insects or pathogens can enter the trunk and infect the tree. We have to remove the stumps. Previous pruning left this stub, which prevents proper healing of the wound. This stub has not healed and will now allow insects and pathogens to enter the trunk. Small, light limbs can be removed with one cut. Use hand pruning shears for cutting small branches. Use bypass pruning shears, not anvil shears, on living wood. Anvil type crushes the wood and wounds heal poorly. Limbs over 1/2 diameter should be cut with bypass lopping shears or a pruning saw. The hand saw is a cross-cut pruning saw. The more teeth per inch, the smoother the cut. Thinning branches reduce wind resistance to the canopy. It also reduces bird nesting. It is always best to prune when the tree is young. Correct pruning at this stage will greatly reduce the need for later pruning when the tree is larger and limbs are bigger. We think we are finished with pruning this tree. We step back and now look for balance. If a chipper is available, it can be used to dispose of limbs. Tree Lab Fit follows ISA standards.